Hello everyone, Dan 14th Prime here. Today I want to check out with you guys the Takara and Hasbro co-branded Transformers Studio Series. This is Starscream, Voyager class figure. They tag him as number 6 in the line. Let's get into it. Very quickly here we'll take a look at the packaging. Again, Studio Series, it's a bit of a redeco, existing molds, more premium paint look and style. And they do come in a pretty nice pack out here. Some nice artwork there in the corner. Same on the side. Get some of the product shots on the back. Starscream has big screen inspired scale detail and backdrop. Of course, they come with this little diorama thing, which we'll check out. Let's check out that diorama. So it comes with this cardboard backdrop there, Studio Series number 6. You can see Transformers along the side and kind of a cool pic of the city scene. Got some explosions going on, wrecked stuff, cars, jets flying up above in the sky. It's a nice pic. I think the prints do look nice. And of course, you get a little base area there where you can pose up the figure if you so desired. So here we have Starscream just museum posed up so we can check him out. The deco is cool. I'm not a big movie bot guy myself, but I think it definitely looks good. Kind of have this light gray making up the bulk of the color of the figure. You get this gunmetal accenting for all these mechanical parts, joints, things like that. Then there's this darker gray accenting, kind of paint, kind of washed over some areas that you'll see, particularly in the jet mode. And then he's got gold accents, the canopy obviously, but then you can see in here in some of these accents in the shoulders, on the face as well, very well painted, along with the red eyes. So I'll just give him a bit of a spin here. I mean, this is big improvement from the Bumblebee figure we saw, which is kind of a floppy mess. My roof still loves to pop off on that Bumblebee. No, actually, it's beyond popping off. It won't even stay on, actually, at this point. But this guy appears to be much more solid. Again, Voyager class figure. Very cool looking, very solid. Makes a great jet, as we'll see as well. So overall, I think this thing looks great. I was pretty happy with picking this guy up. Just jumping a bit closer here so you can take a look at those details. Again, that face, that head sculpt, the paint accents, I think looks really good. You can see some of that detailing through the shoulder, all those mechanical parts. They do a nice job. The two modes. I mean, the bot mode versus the plane mode, this does not necessarily look like, you know, a plane that's been kind of folded up. So I think there's enough to the transformation that it gives obviously his unique movie style bot mode very good, and the plane looks very cool as well. And they do mention Lockheed Martin on the box actually. So they've made that official in that regard. And then up close here, I'll just kind of give around the back. There's not much there, but it all folds up nicely. They mold in some accents and detail and stuff, but nothing really painted back there. But again, you come in here, kind of the shoulder area and stuff like that, the arm, a lot of nice color, alien looking detail. So I think it does look very cool. Then I'll just show you close up some of the downstairs. I mean, he's got this big cod piece, which makes the overall proportions of the figure look funny, but he is appropriate height. Everything does actually scale well when you think about how big is his head and how many heads tall is he. So that all works. He's just got these like big goofy cod piece and kind of quirky bending legs that makes him look a little bit stubby. But actually he's an appropriate height. So he also comes with this missile launcher, which is very nicely done. Again, gunmetal gray, some gold accents, some of the lighter gray paint in there as well. Not paint, but molded plastic right there. So this is very sharp looking accessory. Put it on his hand. Just want to kind of fold this up. The peg in the middle of his palm. Peg on his wrist right there. So just make that happen. Create some ports there, and you'll just plug that in like so. And there you have a look at how that goes on the arm. Again, you get all the articulation, just plugs right into the end of the wrist. So that looks very nice. Try our best here to strike a few poses with that on. I'm sure someone out there is terribly unsatisfied with these poses, but we're doing what we can. Also, this weapon has just kind of a peg feature, so there's various places where you could just kind of port it in on Starscream as well. Quickly here for articulation. I mean, the head it only goes left and right, really. Shoulders will come up, come down like that. Got an elbow joint there that comes up nicely past 90 degrees, and for transformation goes back. At the bicep here, because of transformation, you actually get kind of a pivot there and a pivot there as well. So do some serious flexing there. Get kind of like two joints there at the elbow. Got a bicep swivel up there. Wrist is on a ball peg, and you can rotate it in as well. His legs here, you can do the splits, kick out. There's no thigh swivel or anything like that. He's got this funky kind of knee thing, but it works. I guess you can get it backing up there. And then the foot, there's no pivot or anything, but for transformation, you can kind of pivot the toe in and out. And then also for transformation, the hip kind of folds in and out. So that's actually a bit handy as well. Also down at the knee here, off this shin piece, he does get some rotation as well, which can be handy. Okay, so to transform Starscream, we start the toes and point them straight down. Then fold them up. There's a peg here kind of just above the toe that pegs into the thigh. The hole right there in the thigh. So bring those up, peg those together. The hips then just kind of fold back. There's a peg down here at the knee. So peg that there. Put on the big crotch section. And we want to just kind of flip the head of the plane up. We'll kind of loosen things up back here. Helps. Loosen. Open up that flap. I find it kind of driving the head back brings everything around a bit easier. Pull that up. Put that back down. Come back down here. Kind of get the arms up out of the way. Push these back. You can kind of get these wing pieces down. Push those pieces back flush against there. For the arms, where's the joint? There it is. Bend it up like that. So that allows you to kind of come in. Like so. Then you push in this piece. There's a peg back there. Push that flush. Take the hand. Where's the peg? Fold it over. It's up here, sorry. Fold it over. Peg it up on the forearm. Again, palm, just like you were putting on that rocket attachment. So there we go. Get this rotated the right way. That tucks like so. So again, fold in this arm, which allows you to tuck in this whole piece of the arm there. That pegs back. Rotate the hand, peg that back, and that'll just kind of tuck in there. This just kind of sit there. You push that back up, and it just nubs just on the bottom there. And then you can close this up here as well. Kind of cover the head. You can get that up there. There we go. Put down the landing gears if you wanted to, like so. Up top, kind of give these a bit of a push. There's a up and down kind of lever mechanism here. See how that's elevated? So we want to get these in position and push them down. And you'll see them just kind of slide. That one slid nicely into place. There we go. Click, click. Those come into place. This goes back. There you go. Some tabs here. Get those under. Put up your fins. And if you want to here as well, landing gear there as well. If you wanted all the wheels down, otherwise, of course, if you're flying, goes up and you put these back to the side. So very cool. You know, you get a sweet looking jet out of that. You know, with a cool alien robot form that doesn't look like a folded up jet. So I think it all works very well. Not too kibbly underneath, not too much cargo, you know, a little bit there, but it's not terrible. So here he is up on a stand. If you have a stand, he does have these ports on his arms. Seem like they work pretty well. There's other different types of holes that you might be able to use as well. Also, I didn't mention if you want to store the weapon, a couple tabs here, kind of off the knee area, a couple tabs there in the gun. You could store that right there on the back if you liked. Doesn't look too bad. Obviously looks better without it though. So taking a look at this jet here. What is Starscream anyway? A Lockheed. Some type of battle jet, but looks very cool. White nose cone. He's got the kind of amber cockpit there. And all this kind of gray. And then you can see a bit more of this darker gray kind of wash I was mentioning over a lot of the plane, which looks cool. Just different than what we saw in bot mode, which is more what you see inside here on the fin. But, you know, it's all outlined in white, which looks cool. There's a lot of good molding in here. cockpit outlined in white, trim up here as well. Fins, so the whole outline thing just looks really cool. Get the USA, kind of Air Force over here, Decepticon logo over here. Just really sharp looking from the top. Really nothing to knock it off. You get a couple screws here, that's about it. Otherwise, I think looks very good. Check them out from the side there. Again, I got the landing gears down. The arms here is really the only thing you could complain about that you wish could be a bit tighter, but they did a pretty good job. If they could have been about a ½ inch up tighter, it would have been perfect. But definitely looks good. I like how everything folds up and get a sleeker look. And there's the Kibble underside if you like. All in all, not bad. Get some air intake vents up here. I think it blends pretty well. Kind of all the fins and everything in the back look good. So yeah, I think it's definitely a very cool looking jet. And the deco is very good. Definitely movie Starscream. The shade of gray and everything they're using, I think it looks really, really sharp. So pretty pleased with this overall. Definitely a nice rebound from the Bumblebee experience.
Oh, come on, man. You gonna keep knocking me?
Hey, B, how's that roof going? Oh, yeah. For comparison, here he is next to the Studio Series Bumblebee. Again, he's a smaller deluxe. Next to Voyager Starscream. There he is next to Make Toys Thunder Manus with Divine Suit. Been procrastinating on that review. And then finally here, the last Starscream I picked up. Voyager Power the Prime Starscream. And Studio Series is a massive, massive improvement. So there you have it, guys. Studio Series Voyager class movie Starscream. It's cool, I like it. And for me, having just picked up, Bumblebee, which is a bit of a mess, this figure is definitely a very nice redemption for the line and has me thinking maybe I'll check out a couple more. We'll see. But thanks for checking in. As this guy becomes available, check the links in the description below. I'll be updating for links where you can pick this guy up. Check out my Amazon page, link below as well. Follow me on Instagram, where you would have already seen Starscream before this video came up. And any like, sharing, commenting, etc. of the video is appreciated. Alright guys, thanks for checking in. I'll see you next time.